Yeah, we are still working. I mean, with Mayhem, we are finally ready to work on the new material, so to say. We had some changes in the lineup, but finally it was not easy. It took a couple of years actually to find the right people. Because Mayhem is a very special band. It's not a professional band in that sense that you just hire someone, you know. It's more like a family feeling, so persons have to fit together, and we try different guys, and the guitarist is a very important role in a band like that, you know. So we tried a couple of people, and it's not enough just to try the rehearsal. We had to try on tours, you know, and then we felt it was not completely perfect, so then we had to change it all the time. So now I'm very happy to say that I think the lineup finally it's alright. It seems steady now and seems to be the right atmosphere and right energy in the band. So now I think this year we're gonna work on the next record, new Mayhem album, and that's gonna be the most important this year. And also I have a couple of more tours with Sandro. You know? We're gonna play in the USA, a couple of shows in the East Coast. Then we're gonna play in Japan and Australia. So that we have these 2 small tours, but interesting tours. And I'm still thinking, you know, I love industrial music. So I would like to do something on those fields. So I have some ideas and visions and talking to people, you know, and maybe if we come together also. Could be this year actually. It's not decided yet. Could be combined with metal too, because I really like to play live music. So industrial, for instance, like old bands, Skinny Puppy, you know, they play live, like drummer. It sounded like a crazy machine or something, but it was still played by people, and so that would be really cool, and I hope it can come together one day, you know. No, we just had a 20 years anniversary show last Sylvester, it was January. It was very funny, and it was really cool, but I'm not sure, you know, these reunions, I don't believe that much in that, you know. I mean, I like it when you feel, it was a really good feeling, and I'm still a very good friend with the guys, you know, and it's very cool. But it might take some time. I just don't want to do it reunion just to reunion, you know. It's more like, it has to come with something. It should come with a new idea, it should come with a new flow, and Plasma Pool was very ahead of its time back then, and I really like that, so we should do it now again, but today it's totally different with the computers and all this stuff. I'm not sure if it's the right way, you know, because back then we didn't have stuff like that, you know. So, yeah, we were talking about, but at least that show was great, you know. So we did that show, but it was not really a reunion show, it was more like a jubileum, 20 years anniversary show, you know. I listen different kind of music, that's right, and I've always been like that. However, my main thing has been extreme metal and heavy metal, but very second is experimental music and all is industrial electronic music. But so I still listen, you know, a lot of industrial music these days. That's my hobby, to follow that scene and see where it goes and what's going on. So. But you know, sometimes I listen a little bit of folk, a little bit of classical, a little bit of old, hard rock bands like Uriah Heep and stuff, you know. I like that.
I feel like a pick and choose
Yes, yes. Most of the things I'm listening still is still like 80s, early 90s. But I think it's naturally. I was very young back then, you know, and that's what gave me a lot of emotion and feeling. So when I listen to music, it brings me back, you know, the thing. And it's important for the inspiration. But I'm open, you know, so also when we play in different festivals and different bands I can see, you know, I'm very lucky to say that. And so I'm checking here or there, you know, but it's nothing particular. So I'm more like an open-minded.
Is there anything you would like to recommend to our readers?
Yeah, I mean, I already mentioned Csiharem 93 and Diamond the Gallas for sure. That's something worth to check. And Skinny Puppies, so these bands it's been very important for me. I like some of the Shining stuff they do, you know. Not sure at the moment what I can say. Sometimes, like when, you know, it depends on the bands and it depends on the mood and the night, you know, but it can really take me. I really enjoy it, you know, to be taken by the music, you know, like when we went to see Combi Christ, I think we were like dancing, like yeah, you know. When we saw Diamond the Dallas, of course, we were totally taken by her and we were just like in a rave, you know, or something. So, yeah, actually we were just talking with my girlfriend about that it's no point to go out anymore to just drink in a club or, you know, to just go down and just have, of course it's good to meet friends and stuff, but we really like to go out when it's a good band is playing, you know. That's when we go out, really. That's the occasion to go out, you know. So I'm a big fan of music, of course. Actually, not in that sense, because I already been a huge fan of Skinny Puppy and stuff, and when I was asked to go out and join me, and we already had Plasma Pool for 2 years. It was really on back then, you know, and it was interesting to see the returning and the reborn of black metal in Scandinavia. So I was lucky to be part of it. It was the first time I went out and played with a band from abroad, so that was a very interesting experiment, and those guys were also young, and Mayhem back then was known but very underground, you know, nothing like today, and we didn't even dream of, maybe we had some crazy, but that would be like very weird and crazy vision of that we're gonna tour and play on big stages and stuff, but that was totally surrealistic, you know. So back then, however, Mayhem was already like a 10 years old band, but we still thought that we just did it for the music, and we just wanted, actually in that album, I think people really put all their energy and effort what they could move and put, you know, together to make it happen. It was nothing like today, you know, there were no festivals like today. There have been heavy metal festivals, but nothing that about extreme or black metal, you know, so it was very underground. But we were all very enthusiastic and young and crazy, of course, and there was a lot of fun and a lot of weird stuff going on, of course. Everything seemed much more serious, and we were like pioneers and experimenting and exploring the whole stuff, you know. So, but the whole thing exploded just a few years after, when the whole scene just emerged and exploded. But I really enjoy the upcoming bands too, like all the Emperor albums. I think they were amazing, you know, and Slave and Immortal and all these bands, you know. They were very young back then too, you know, and when I heard their stuff, I was like, wow, it's so nice to see that someone can take it on that level and this level, you know. And so I still love it, you know, and I still love to play that kind of music too, of course.
And how do you look at the old times now, 20 years after?
Well, very crazy, very, very crazy. We were totally out, but also, I must say, very spiritual. So people were serious, you know, and we are still serious, but we grown, you know, and we change a little bit. But I would say we change. I never forgot the past, and I never denied one day or one word from the past. But naturally, we just grown, and you know, time changed. I still take the same serious when we do a record, but maybe a little bit more grown, you know, a little bit with a bigger perspective. So more knowledge, a bit more experiment. I miss a little bit that young flame, you know, from us that we were like really on fire, you know, and like. But you can't go on like that crazy too long time. Naturally, you have to change, otherwise you might stop or whatever accident can happen. Even you can die, you know, if you go total unleashed, you know. But I think it was important and needed, and I still gain a lot of energy from that, from those memories, you know. And I still think many times about the old friends who passed away, you know, who actually gave their life for the music, one way or another, and they are living in me, you know, in myself, and I hear their voice, I feel their presence many times. It's an interesting stuff, actually.
Does it inspire you in boy voices?
Sure. I'm not thinking about this when I'm on stage, I must say. When I'm on stage, I don't like to think about anything. It's more like just focusing on the music and what I'm doing. But I feel the presence of this. I like, you know, for me the best part of a show, and it's the best memories in my life. One of the best memories in my life are from stages, you know, when I feel this moment, this peaks, like, okay, now I felt something was just taken, and I felt in all my cells, you know, all my spine, like, almost like a lightning just goes through you, and those moments are my goals, you know, and it cannot be there all the time. It's just happens, you know, sometimes, few times, but then it's really, really beautiful for me.
Great.